Hello everyone and welcome back to part 13 of Let's Make a UK Hardcore Track. This will be the final part, finally. This has been quite a long journey. Yeah, so today basically we're just going to master this down and that's all that needs doing to it now, I think. So first what we'll do is we will get yeah, we'll get this part might do actually. Yeah, so this is kind of like one of the loudest parts in the track. And we'll get up the master channel. And we'll do a little bit of EQ first, I think. So let's do that. No, I think I've looped the wrong part. I want to loop a part with the vocals in. So that would be this part here. Yeah, I want like the vocals to be at the loudest point with loudest this will do. We could start from here. So, as I always do, when I'm EQing on the master channel, I just, apart from that, I always cut round about 30 hertz off the bottom end just to get clear of any rumble in the track. And I'm just slightly boosting frequencies I want boosting up, but I'm keeping it so minimal at like 1, no more than 2 dB. Excuse me, yeah, I never go over 2 dB because it's just too risky. Because I'm just not a mastering engineer, so I'm just looking in to brighten up the track. Sorry, so here it is before, and then with the EQ on. Very subtle, but I can hear the clearness comparison. And yeah, that's always a good trick. Just turn off and on whatever effect you're using at the time on a track and to see if it sounds any better. At first I started taking these frequencies out and it sounded worst. So then I thought, well, I'll boost them up slightly instead and it sounds better. So that I won't touch this anymore. So next will be, and I don't know if I'll keep this on, but we'll try it anyway. Will be a multi-band compressor. Dynamics. And you got to be very careful with this multi-band compressor. It can really squash the hell out of your track. But yeah, I'm going to tread carefully with this. So let's do it. And again, with the multi-band compressor, I'm very, very gentle. I won't even touch the ratio, release or attack. I just won't. I always just slightly touch the thresholds on each band. Basically, so it's just slightly lightening up in each one. And like, depending, like after this one, I had to turn it up, the threshold up. Because it was just too much going on and too much compression in this frequency range. What was 150, between 150 hertz and 500. Yeah, and I've just pulled them down slightly until I can see a little bit of compression in each band. Yeah, so that's what I do. Again, we'll do a comparison. So this is without it. And this is with it on. So again, subtle, but I'm happy with that. I always, like, in a strange kind of way, I approach mastering as, like, say you've got, like, laundry, you cleaned your shirt, and now it's all creased up, sorry. So now what I'm doing is just ironing it out slowly. There you go. That's my philosophy of mastering. That's why I'm not a mastering engineer. So yeah, what do I want to do next? Yeah, let me just play it and keep an eye on the main thing over here. The meter, sorry. What I'm going to do is just going to put a compressor on it as well as I can just see it jumping a little bit in parts up too loud, so I'm just going to gently apply this compressor now. So it does get quiet a little bit, but that's fine. The limiter will sort that out at the end. I'm just basically stopping it from going too loud. In certain parts of the track, it was like going up past 5 up here. Getting a bit dangerous. So I'm just basically, it's just stopping it from going too loud when it gets loud. And yeah, so last but not least, we will put a limiter on it. Where is it? There you are. Coarse fab filters. The best limiter that I've come across anyway. So we'll just crank this up. If you are listening to this on headphones, be warned, it's about to get loud. So yeah, as you can see, that is getting squashed very hard. I don't mind. It's EDM music, or comes under the EDM, one of many genres. Basically, without the limiter on. You see where these gaps are. It's called the dynamic range. And what that does is like, that's the difference between when it gets quiet and loud. But when you put a limiter on and push it really hard, it'll just push everything up, so everything's kind of like the same level, but it's really loud. There's hardly any space there. Again, depending on what kind of style of music you're doing, and depending on your opinion, especially a lot of mastering engineers like the dynamic ranging track, so they don't like it too loud. Again, if I was to like professionally release this track, the mix would get done a lot better than what it is at the minute, and then that would affect how it would sound in the mastering. But for me, I'm just putting on a couple of things, and then it's mainly the limiter that's making it louder. But yeah, so that to me sounds fine. I just want to check how it sounds with the lead on its own. There it is. So we'll just see how that sounds. What the difference is. So I've just took everything off the master channel, and this is what it sounded like before. When this is yellow, it means it's off. When it's white, it's on. So I'll just do that a couple of times to show you the difference. As you can see, it's a lot louder. A little bit clearer, and that's fine with me. This lead part sounds fine, so I just want to check the little quiet parts out and just make sure nothing's sounding weird. It took a while to make you mine. yeah. So to me, this sounds fine. What I'll do now is just get it ready for exporting. So I'll just check out the end here. Yeah, that's ready for exporting. Yeah, this sounds fine to me. What I'll do is once I've rendered it, I'll probably play it through the speakers in the studio, and I'll go and play it on my headphones, and then I'll go and play it through the speakers on my laptop. And basically, what I'm looking for is looking to see if, or to hear even if it sounds the same. Basically, it's not going to sound the same, but you're looking for, like, for example, if you're listening out for the kick and the bass, can you still hear it even though it's on a, like, for example, a laptop speakers are really weak. So if you can hear everything in the track that you can hear whilst you've got it playing in the studio, then you've got it nailed. Also put the headphones on. Again, if you can hear everything that you could hear in the studio monitors, then you've nailed it. Sometimes you might not be able to hear certain sounds clearer than others, and that's just down to the speakers being weaker and not picking up as many frequencies. But if you can get, like, mainly hear what you put in the, like, mainly, sorry, I'll talk properly. If you can mainly hear all the instruments that you put in your track clearly, just like you can in the studio monitors, then you've got it correct. Anyhow, this track is finitoed. So what we'll do is we'll play it from the very top, and we'll call this the end of the Let's Make a UK Hardcore track session thing. Yeah, this is it. Thank God. So yeah, we'll play it from the top, and then we'll call it a day, guys. But yeah, let's see how it sounds.
We've been at this for some time, waiting for the stars to shine.
And that is that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna, like I said, what I'll do now is I'll render it, and I'll actually give it a couple of hours. And you need to rest your ears before you listen to this again. But I think I am pushing it a little bit too hard on that limiter. I think if I was to do this track properly, I would probably go back, mix it again, and maybe just, yeah, I don't know. Again, my ears are getting tired now because I've actually been on this for like 6 hours. But if I was really unhappy with it, I'd just come back, go back in the mastering, and turn down stuff like the limiter. Maybe take off the multi-band compressor, just keep the compressor on. But that's the whole point of it now. So, but for this session, this is finished. It's done. There's nothing more I can do to this track. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and yeah, I will hopefully see you soon. But for now, goodbye and good luck with your productions. Bye.